All right. Am I live? Let's see. Okay, I should be live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Normally I'm with Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, but today I am here on my own YouTube channel. And I am here. It's a nice Q&A session that I like to have on Wednesdays with everybody from my paying students and my paying customers to folks who they bring along. So, and I can help you. This is my weekly give back because I have a nice, successful business. I'm grateful for it. And I'm really happy to give back and do these sessions once a week, typically on Wednesdays. My lips need a little fixing there. And it's typically Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to show up to these weekly, you're more than welcome to do it. If you're seeing this live or on the replay, more than happy to have you on board. Just make sure you know it's my YouTube channel. It's Wednesdays. It's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll go for anywhere from a half an hour to an hour. If we have a bunch of people here and we're really partying down, then I'll go longer than that if I have the capacity to do it. Definitely, you give me a great big help if you give this video a thumbs up, both live and on the replay, because it's a data point that the YouTube algorithm surfaces to serve this up to even more people, both while this is live and also to suggest it out on the replay. So when you do things like that, it really does help me out. Hey, Miss Heather, what's going on? Good morning, #live. Good morning, Miss Heather. Can you give this a thumbs up for me, please? I really would appreciate it. Hi, Heather. Yay, see? And what's also good when you go live, because thank you, Heather. What's also good is that when you go live, you do need to ask people to engage back. Giving a thumbs up or engaging with the live stream if you're on Facebook is good because, you get feedback from your audience, but you also get the algorithm for that particular platform, like here on YouTube, to kind of like wake up and start paying more attention to you. Like I said, suggesting things out while you're still live, suggesting things out on the replay, not only to your followers or subscribers, but to people who are like them and their behavior on whatever platform we're on. Here is YouTube is like yours. And so it might be recommending things out even to people who aren't your followers, your subscribers, your clients or customers already. So if you're watching this, please make sure at the very least you give me a big thumbs up. You're more than welcome to ask any questions that you have about organic content marketing down below. Yes, I have a teaching prepared just in case it's kind of a little bit quiet. But first and foremost, I'm here for my students, my customers, my followers on all of my platforms. I'm more than happy to help you in terms of organic content marketing. Okay, not paid ads. Paid ads are great. Paid ads are great to fold in later. But if you're not getting, the business conversions that your business needs to succeed from week to week, you're not getting any, or it's very, very sporadic, there's something that you have to work on first foundationally with either your business model itself, maybe. It could be your branding, possibly. But if you really know your niche and you really know your business model, it might not be those two things at all. It might be the kind of like presence that you have through your website, through your Etsy shop or something like that, if that's applicable. Not all of my students are product-based, but a lot of them are. And if you're not getting like too many follows or subscribers, whatever the particular platform parlance is, if you're not getting too many email list subscribers, if you're not getting too much in the way of engagement on any of your posts, if you're sending out emails and you're not getting like 2% in terms of open rate is actually decent, believe it or not. Anything higher is obviously better. So if you're at least, even if you're small and you're not even super strong yet, at least if 2% of your email list is your email VIPs are opening your emails, that's cool. And certainly a 2% or higher click-through rate for any links or buttons or anything that you put in your emails, to the extent that you do it, of course. 2% or higher on the click-through rate is good too. Please give me a thumbs up. That's at the very least what you could do, because it will help get this out to more people, both live and on the replay on the YouTube algorithm. Let's see who else we have here. Rebecca Schwab, what's going on? Silver Fox is here. Hi at Silver Fox. And also, when you're doing lives, it's hard to do it all the first time around. This is something that just comes with time. I've been doing live streams on Facebook and other platforms since 2016. So if you're like, man, she can just smoothly like remember calls to action and acknowledge people and do teachings and answer questions and all those things on the fly. Yeah, I've got now 5 years of experience just with hardcore social media marketing and platform organic content marketing on just about any major platform. And I've been doing live streams daily to near daily. Oh, goodness, for 4 of the 5 years straight. COVID kind of threw us with Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, but I'm getting back into the groove now. Hey, Tracy at Jewelerique, what's going on? Hey, Miss Marquina Rawlings, what's going on? Thank you for the hashtag live. So one thing you want to do, like on Instagram, it's cool when you're live, you can like wave to people who wave at you, or you could wave to people and acknowledge them, and people love that. So the more engagement I get, the more comments, the more thumbs up and all of that. Got a couple more people on. Ooh, give me a thumbs up. If you know of any groups or bulletin boards or Reddit threads or anything like that, where you can share this link out, both while we're live and also on the replay, and let people know I'm here on Wednesdays. So if they complain and moan, nobody helps for free, nobody gives us the time of day. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Definitely share this out and help your friends and fellow Facebook group members or whatever out. Hey, Miss Lisa Garrett, what's going on? Good morning. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Let me see. But do try to remember, if you can, to at least say hi back to everybody who's there. And everybody give me a big thumbs up, please. Nick McDonald. Hi, Stacey and everyone. Hi, Nick. So when you're live on YouTube, just so you guys know, when you type in, you can at someone. If they're still on the live, you should be able to still at them. So hi at Personal Space Creations. Andrew George, good morning, hashtag live. No, that's Bridget from Personal Space Creations. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Darren. Hey, moms. Hey, cats. What's going on? And then we have hi at Andrew George. Okay, so these are all data points that you're giving me, and I'm kind of giving to you too, but I'm also giving to my own live. So I want you guys to remember to do this as you get more comfortable with doing lives. Okay, going live is something that a lot of people are legitimately worried about because it's like talking in public. It really is. So one thing I do want to do is say that this live stream and replay is sponsored by the August Popularity Plan. Tons of content marketing for August for $37. And here's the link to it. Okay, when you do your own live streams on YouTube, you can link to things. If other people who are not you try to link to things, usually it will hit like a spam filter or something. I think YouTube's trying to keep YouTubers from being spammy. So just in case you're like, oh, I want to share a link for everybody to look at, because maybe we'll look at your like social media, platform, like say your Instagram account. Oh, Stacey, I don't get conversions or very many conversions on Instagram. Can you take a look at my account and let me know what you think? Depending upon the situation and my time constraints, I can look at it. But you can't like share a link to it. You could just tell us what account to go look at, and I'll pull you up on my phone, and everybody who wants to kind of look along to see what I'm talking about can do it. Shared it out. Thank you. Ooh, so Bridget from Personal Space Creations already has the August popularity plan, and she said the graphics are so good. Thank you so much. And oh, hey, hi, Larry Roberti. Nice to have you on board. Hi at Stitchworks. What's going on? Jennifer, hashtag live, listening while doing the stoplight typing. Girl, be careful. Don't get busted by the fuzz now. We don't want you to get in trouble. But I love always having you along. Much love to you. Mwah. As things calm down, Miss Jennifer, I'm going to give you a Facebook Messenger thing about that thing that I told you I'd do for you. This is just a total, I don't do one-on-one coaching or anything like that. I probably should have just not said that here. It's a personal thing. So don't worry about that. Awesome. Yay. Okay. So Larry and everybody else, what questions do you have for me? Because I could do with teaching, but this isn't necessarily meant to be all Stacey Radio all the time. I'm here to help you. So if you have any sort of questions or concerns about organic content marketing, on places like Facebook and Instagram and whatnot, this is a great time to ask them. Whether it's been for Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, my family's business, that within 2 years of doing content marketing and email marketing, practicing what I preach, but for them, right? I took them from barely profitable from 2002 through 2015 to like a 7-figure business between, I started with them in 2016. So like around 2017, 18, they became a 7-figure business, and they've held the line on that every single year, including 2020, the year of COVID, where 110,000 food service establishments at a minimum, including some chain restaurants, went under. So no matter what business model you have, no matter what you're selling and who you're selling it to, email marketing is really key. And also social media marketing is really key. Yes, you can do paid ads. Joe's barely ever has to run paid ads because our organic content marketing brings us so much stuff for free. The only time that we would think to run paid ads is really around like the biggest, busiest times, like Christmas and stuff like that, maybe. And we'll spend like a couple $100 to make thousands upon thousands of dollars. And we're selling everything from like milkshakes and sodas and burgers and fries to like ice cream cakes. We're not selling like wine and escargot here. So like if it can work for us and we're just a single location brick and mortar, business. Oopsie, sorry. I can't take her call right now. Sorry. People know my schedule. If it can help us, it can help anybody. And I've been coaching people part-time 2013 to 14 about stuff like this, more full-time 2015. I got involved in my family's business too from 2016 to the present. I'm their chief branding and marketing officer now. And then, of course, I have my own, multiple 6-figure business where I've been coaching people for years about how to do this sort of thing. So let's see. I'm not seeing any questions yet. I can just go into my teaching. Don't forget to check out the August popularity plan. Let's see. Can I pin it? Oh, goody. I just pinned it. So that cart is open through Saturday because Monday we had a tech glitch. So we really launched it early on Tuesday. So I like to give like 5 days cart open, cart close. If you don't know what the August popularity plan is while I'm talking, definitely put any questions down below. Any sort of concerns you have about organic content marketing. The popularity plan, I sell a different pack every single month. I'm selling for the month of August because this is stuff that's meant to save a solopreneur or like a very small business owner who has either no one helping them, or you might have somebody helping you, but they can't help you with their content marketing. They're doing other things for you. If you don't do enough relationship marketing out there, you're not going to get the sales conversions that you want, either at all or not really very much. So you might be doing business when you have, say, an Instagram account, let's just say, where the feed posts are just a parade of product photos and a tsunami of sales announcements. And I'm not saying you can't get business that way. Of course you can. But my students, especially my more products-based students from 2019 through now, with a lot of the courses that I have that are live now, and a lot of the offerings that I do, the popularity plan isn't a course, it's just a pack. But anybody who uses my stuff tends to see that this stuff works. Good relationship marketing persistently and consistently, and also doing the content marketing. If you can't do it yourself at all or as often as you like, something like the popularity plan can help, because every month is a pack that has 4 pre-templated emails for you, 1 assigned to each week in August. That's the minimum that you need to be sending emails out for. Once a week at least to your list. And it's more relationship marketing based, but if you have any sort of sales, you can certainly add whatever graphics you need to for that in that pre-templated email. Fill in any blanks, just tweak it. There is a PS that reminds you if you're running a sale or you just dropped a YouTube video that you want your people to see, or you're going live to do a trunk show, you can save the link in that email to drive traffic to that. For like a Facebook page or group where you're going to do a live trunk show virtually, like anything, the PS is always there like as a catch-all if you are running a sale. But this is meant to be relationship marketing too. It's meant to get them to do anything from click on links to hit reply and to talk to you. But for the packs, it's not just the 4 pre-templated emails. It's also 15 social media graphics that you can use in places like Facebook and Instagram. And that'll be like the more major holidays and tentpole events that will go on in this case for August. And then it also has 15 corresponding social media post captions that are pre-written. There's some blanks for you to fill out, but they're pre-written and they're templated, and they're meant to get people to engage with you. Visit the link in bio, do whatever it is they need to do. So if you're like, I'm not good at writing, I hate writing, I don't really have a lot of time, you're telling me to, at the very, very least, Stacey, have like a daily presence on the top 2 social media platforms that are most important to my niche. They may not even be platforms that I like. That's really hard for me to do. You're not living my life, but it's like, no, it works. And any of my longtime students, even people who've been with me for weeks or months, who have been applying what I teach and especially using the popularity packs to do that, to help them because they're a solopreneur or a super small business, they're like, whoa, it does work like magic. And I will answer any questions that anybody has, but if you don't know why, I do want to talk about why relationship marketing is not a waste of your time and why it's not pure puffery. Okay. So let's see. But for $37, you will get the popularity plan pack for August. It's on sale through this Saturday because we couldn't launch it on Monday, but it is live. And it's got 4 templated emails, 15 social media graphics around major holidays and tentpole events that most any niche or ideal customer will resonate with, and then the 15 corresponding social media graphics for $37 for the lot. My regular students tend to pick them all up every single month because whether they're just starting out or they're a 6-figure business and beyond, and I have several of those now, not even including Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, they swear by it because it helps them. And as they grow a team, it helps their team to cover those bases and then do even more for them. For $37, that's the cost of a nice lunch. And basically about half of your marketing is done for the month of August. All right, so nobody's got any questions or anything like that? Then I'm going to do my thing. All right, so I'll do my teachings. Okay. So why does relationship marketing work? Why does email marketing work? Oops. Wait, I want to tend to you guys before anything else. Ooh, thank you, Bridget. Bridget from Personal Space Creation says, I used to spend hours every day doing my relationship marketing. Now I spend 1 day a month using the popularity plan. Thank you so very, very much. I like that. In fact, I like it so much. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. Ta-da! There. Thank you, Miss Bridget. Much appreciated. Okay. So any questions down there? If you want me to look at anything, or you're like, why aren't my sales doing anything? Depending upon how much time we have left, I'm happy to go look at stuff. This is my weekly give back. Okay. So, Okay. So people get really bashful about being too pushy or too aggressive. Especially if you're older and especially if you're an older woman. If you really want your business to make money and you're not like running it as a hobby where if it makes money, great. And if it doesn't, then it's kind of like you really do have to embrace the fact that there's a difference between being aggressive, which we don't want you to do. It's not good personally to be that way. It's not good professionally to be that way. But also, like, it's important for you to remember that there's a difference between being aggressive and being assertive. Being assertive means that you are going to be a marketer on behalf of your business. You have no choice. You have to drive traffic to your business so that you can do more business. And especially if you're, oops, did I freeze up? For just a second, I did. Especially if you're in a position where you can't just throw a ton of money at paid ads, which again are not bad to do. I just like you to do them when you're getting conversions every week. Your social is growing every week. Even if it's low and slow, that's still a healthy sign, okay? Your email list is growing every week. If you have a social following that's getting bigger, but no one or next to no one wants to get on your email list, something's wrong there. There's a disconnect because that should be growing too. Your social may grow more than your email list. That's not uncommon, but people should be opting into your email list every week. If more people are dropping off your email list than are getting on, that's also telling you something too. And of course, you need to make sales every week, or are you a business, right? So if you're a beginner and you're looking for proof of concept, you want people to persistently and consistently subscribe to you or follow you, whatever the particular platform parlance is. You want people to get on your email list because the email leads that you capture are way more likely to buy from you than social media followers are. I'm not saying that they can't buy from you. The statistics are roughly, this isn't a bright line, but this is an approximation. From month to month, a healthy business that is doing the proper organic and where applicable paid marketing, from month to month, a business should be making about roughly 25% of its sales through social, presence, and maybe just their Etsy shop and or their website, depends upon your business model, right? And 75% of your sales should be coming from your email list. The return on investment for email list marketing, depending upon the source, you can Google to check this out, but depending upon the source, it's definitely like anywhere from like 3,600% ROI or return on investment to like 4,200%. Like you just don't see somebody say 100% or less than 100% or 1,000%. Like the return on investment is huge. So to me, it's not a healthy sign for your business if you have a whole bunch of social following, but no one or next to no one wants to get in your email list. There's a disconnect. If you're not sure why, let me know in the comments down below. So to me, if you're not building up a community of social media followers who get the feeling that you're not just selling stuff. I mean, you're a business. Of course, they expect you to sell stuff. Of course, they expect you to send emails about sales or coupons or whatever's applicable. If you're a coach or a course creator or both, or you sell digital downloads, there's going to be cart open, cart close. There's going to be promotions. Anybody who gets to follow you on social and or get on your email list, and then they flip out that you sell to them, they're not being realistic. In fact, studies show that 60% at least of anybody that gets on an email list expects to be sold to. They may not be able to buy from you all the time, but they expect to be sold to. So at least 60% of the people immediately get on your email list because they want the invitation, they want the coupons, they want to stay in the know, and when they're ready to pull the trigger, they will. My more successful students who have multiple 5, 6-figure businesses and beyond, they run sales promotions, site-wide sales, coupon sales, like however it shows up, free shipping after every 50 to 100 bucks that somebody buys. Like it almost doesn't matter the promotion. It matters that my more successful students are selling every single week. They're not just selling once a month, and maybe they'll take off for some summer because they just presume they won't get sales. Even if you're a hardcore products-based business, you're not a coach or a course creator or something like that. It's just an old trope that people don't really buy so much in the summer. You're really going to get all of your business or most of your business towards the end of the year when they're shopping for the holidays. Pre-COVID, that wasn't even true. Post-COVID, again, Google, like anywhere from 70 to 75% of all people say that they really plan from now on, at least through the foreseeable future, to make all or most of their purchases digitally and online. It's not really good news if you're a mall or something like that. If you're a mall and you're not a destination mall, you're going to suffer. If you're in an old-fashioned strip mall and you're not actively driving traffic to your business to do more business, through email marketing, through online marketing, right? Through organic content marketing. And once you know you're getting people on your email list and you're getting sales, absolutely spend money on ads because you have proof of concept. I will say this really quickly. When you're just plowing money into ads and you're getting little to nothing in return, and then you're frustrated, like as long as your ad pixel's firing and you didn't make a mistake in the background, because that can happen, but presuming you didn't do that, if you're like, I'll just run ads and I'll speed up this process, I don't need to do relationship marketing, you're kind of screwed because, as they say in marketing and sales, all advertising will do is make a failing product or a failing business model fail faster. That's all it's going to do. Yes, it's a hurry up offense, but I would only do it when you're ready for it. And when you're ready for it doesn't necessarily have to take a lot of time. If you know that your social following is growing, even if it's slow and slow every week, you know you're getting at least some email subscribers every week. And if you're at least running 2 sales promotions a month at a minimum, because you're a hobbyist if you do it once a month or less, you really are. And you don't, it's silly to be like, why am I not 5 figures, multiple 5, 6 figures, 6 figures? If you're not running promotions and training up your email list and your social following to expect at least 2 sales promotions a month, you don't even feel like a business. And it's hard to stay top of mind with people. They're busy. You haven't cornered the market on busy. So it is important to run at least 2 sales promotions a month. But if you're running 2 sales promotions a month and you don't get any sales, or you're only getting sales from your friends and your neighbors, and who knows, maybe they're just being nice or you ask them, that's really like out in the wild. As I say, if you go out in the wild and you're getting sales, even if that's low and slow, but everything's kind of low and slow, but it's going, you're getting the 3 macro conversions. You're getting more of a social following. You're getting more people on your email list, and you're getting sales every week. Or at least if you're going to run only 2 sales promotions, then at least during the weeks that you're running sales promotions, you're getting sales. Then you have a healthy enough business. And then for sure you can experiment with ads and get into the flow of running ads if that's fiscally responsible for you to do. I'm never saying don't run ads. I'm just saying make sure you have proof of concept. If anybody's confused about what constitutes proof of concept, please ask me down below. Let me just check my comments. Can somebody write, we're still here? I just want to make sure that okay, I just wanted to make sure that nothing froze, but somebody just posted something. Oh, Bridget says we are doing a ton of business to business sales the last 2 months. That's really great. Everyone needs giveaways and trinkets for tourists this year. Whoop, whoop. Yes. First of all, anybody who is so inclined, praise Miss Bridget. We do like to do that. And if you guys have any sales or any sort of promotions you want to boast about, please do that. If you have any sort of wins or you're doing anything for your business, that's another thing that we like to do during these weekly free coaching sessions or give backs. I want to praise you. I want to recognize you. If you're overhauling your website, that's a pain in the butt, especially if you're not tech inclined, tech savvy, you're not doing that for a living. And it's still time consuming, even if you are any of those things. So I do want you to be seen, and I do want to praise you, and everybody should cheer each other on. So, okay, you guys are still here. That's great. Thank you. So Bridget, just so you know, she and her husband have 2 businesses where the niche is kind of similar, but one's very B2C or business to customer, and another one is B2B or more business to business. And they still have separate accounts for those, and they still sell to those folks separately, even though there may be some interrelatedness between the niches. They're more advanced when it comes to running their businesses, and they've definitely gone intermediate to advanced in terms of their marketing capabilities, which is definitely driving traffic to their business to do business. And of course, I'm going to brag on the fact that they're using the popularity plan because they are, and I know it helps them. Because it's still the 2 of them running now 2 businesses. I don't recommend beginners who aren't making money on the regular, they're not getting enough proof of concept to suddenly start another business. My advanced students will often start a second business, whether they go B2B for one business and B2C for another, but it's mostly the same niche. I do have people where it's the same niche, but they might be selling two separate types of solutions to them, or help them satisfy two different but not totally unrelated desires. But it's different enough that they should run different businesses, and they do. But this is for intermediate to advanced people. This isn't for a beginner where it's like you're chasing a bright red shiny ball and you're like, oh, if this isn't working, then I'll do this, or I'll do all these things too. Of course you're overwhelmed. That's too much. Get proof of concept on one thing, grow it to the point where, depending upon your business model, it's more so on autopilot, or you can get like an independent contractor to help you, or you can get a part-time to full-time, like full-blown employee to help you. It's going to depend on your circumstances. Grow it to the point where you're a more advanced business. You're getting sales every day when you're more advanced. My 6-figure and close students, they're running a sales promotion every single week. So again, if you're older and female, and you're worried about being aggressive or pushy, how are you going to make the money if you don't drive traffic to your business to do business? How are you going to be able to do email marketing that definitely has 5-figure % ROI no matter who you consult on Google if you're too scared to even send a weekly email, lest you get a complaint or an unsubscribe? I'm not promising you complaints and unsubscribes, but if you get them, okay, maybe they'll come back later, or maybe they just decided they weren't a good fit, or whatever. It's on them. It's not on you. As long as your email list continues to grow more than your unsubscribes do, you're heading in the right direction. Because the bigger you are, the more unsubscribes are going to be there. And if somebody's going to be pissed because you run 2 sales promotions or more a month, you're not a not-for-profit. And as Donna from oh goodness, why am I going to blank on that? Donna Huslander, she has said it before, even a not-for-profit business needs to make money. So, if people are going to be offended because you run a sale twice a month or even once a month, seriously, it's on them. It's not on you. Transformational Healing by Donna. That bothered me. Now I know. Okay, Heather says, once we get our current business back up to where it was before, the hubby and I have been talking about a second business. And then Bridget says, go Heather. That's great. But Heather, I do want to make sure that you guys, without getting too into you, I kind of know approximately where you're at. I know you're trying to build that head of steam again. Don't take on a second business until that first business. Here's my recommendation too, and it's kind of like a blanket recommendation. Take that for what it is. But a beginner business person, to me, let me tell you, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, because there's going to be all sorts of people watching this in the live and the replay, right? So for beginner folks, I want you to cover on the daily the top 2 social media platforms that are most important for your niche. Is that Facebook and Instagram or some other mix? You know your niche better than I do, right? But let's just say it's Facebook and Instagram, for example. And I want you to be sending, so that's daily content marketing times 2. Now, sometimes you can share the same piece of content between 2 platforms. Don't do that too much, or people are going to be like, meh, I'm only going to really pay attention on one platform instead of the other, and that's going to hurt you algorithmically, and you don't want to do that. So you can do it sometimes in a pinch, but I would try to keep things a little bit different, at least a lot of the time, on the 2 platforms. Like, for example, maybe on Facebook and Instagram, your feed post type stuff is going to be different. And occasionally it's going to be the same. And occasionally when it's the same, make sure you're doing Instagram story content that maybe you don't share out to Facebook. Like, make each channel a little bit different. Give somebody a reason to want to at least check in on both of those, because then it's keeping the humans interested in you. It's keeping them more top of mind in your business, and the algorithms aren't seeing so much atrophy that they're not going to suggest you out much. And it's going to take a lot of work. It's totally possible to organically get things rolling again. So definitely a beginner needs to cover the top 2 social media platforms that are most important for their niche daily. And they also have to have a minimum of 2 sales promotions a month. If you're already busting out into hives thinking I can't run a sales promotion twice a month, I'm not going to criticize you, but it's hard to be a successful entrepreneur that way. If you feel like it's pushy to ask for a sale, you're in the wrong business. Like, no matter what business you're in, because if you're not doing business, how do you have a profitable business? How do you make the money that you need to stay profitable, that you want, that you desire for things personally and or professionally, to pay down debt, to not be scared if inflation goes up? I mean, honestly, it does take sales to enable you to do what you need to do, both personally and professionally. And I know everyone knows that, but when people are resistant to two different sales promotions a month, it's like, they're not following a personal account. It's not like suddenly you went into direct sales and now like someone was like, but that's my Aunt Benwina, and now all she wants to do is talk about Tupperware. I'm pissed. I can see somebody getting pissed if they're following an account that they think is a personal account, or that they're getting emails where they thought they were in your personal email address book, but you're a business and you're running 2 sales a month, and then they're mad and they think it's spammy. You're a business. You got to run promotions, and one a month. Today, it's very hard to get traction that way. It really is, because everyone's getting titillated on every platform and every email and everything. So I'm not necessarily saying unrealistically you have to post like every hour of every day. But for a beginner, you have to run at least 2 sales promotions, or you feel like a hobby consciously and or subconsciously on the receiving end of your email list and of your social followers. If you're more intermediate, you're like, okay, I'm getting all the main macro conversions I need. Every week, my social following is growing. Every week, my email list is growing. And when I run my 2 sales, obviously you never know what you're going to get, but they're definitely profitable twice a month. Then you're ready to progress onto the intermediate end of the spectrum. And then you should be running 3 sales promotions a month. And you should probably branch out to 3 social media platforms and or just platforms. So say in the example that I gave you, you're now going to continue to cover Facebook and Instagram, and something like the popularity plan can help you with that for $37, so easy. But even if you don't do that and you're covering Facebook and Instagram in this example, maybe it's time for a YouTube channel, and maybe once a week, twice a week max, you put out a video that's a couple minutes long. Maybe it's a product spotlight focus. Maybe you're launching a collection and you want to, shout it out. Maybe you're talking about something, some sort of tip, trick, or technique that helps with the intersecting interest that would bring your particular niche or ideal customer to a business like yours. So they may not care so much about your business. They may not care so much about your products per se, but they want solutions to problems that they have, or they want satisfactions of desires where they want to binge and collect. And hey, maybe they have the money and they just want to spend on a particular thing. You could do videos that have to do with those tips, tricks, techniques, talking about those desires, talking shop with them about those desires. And maybe they feature your products, but it's not a direct sales message, like a launch collection sort of thing, right? Or a specific product spotlight video. YouTube's the 2nd largest search engine on planet Earth. You can't sleep on it forever. No matter what your business model is, at some point, you do need to fold that in. Really quickly, Heather Dupay says, we're at least a year away from business number 2 being a reality. You and your husband are very experienced in business, and you guys are catching on with content marketing and the whole online marketing of things outside of Etsy, which I know you guys aren't on anymore. And I understand why. Nick McDonald says, I started a new business last year before COVID hit, but when it hit, I had to mothball the new business and pull back into my original 6 business and fell back in love with it. That's great, Nick. I love to hear that. And I've had other students who they were intermediate to advanced when they got to me. I'll let you know what advanced is in a minute if you're not sure how I define it on the spectrum of being an entrepreneur. But, they came to me with successful businesses, intermediate, advanced. And now I do quite a few people that once they got into advanced, they started a second business, or they have multiple streams of income working off the main business they had. So it's like they have a second business. And or I now have at least 2 people that I know of that are 6 figures and above that have 3 different businesses. all based on what I teach them. And of course, the popularity plan is one of the things that they will give to. Once you get advanced, you need to have a team. Intermediate, you probably should be using vendors, independent contractors, and maybe a teammate. Maybe you hire somebody. But by advanced, you're running 4 sales promotions a month. That might average out to once a week. That's usually how it happens. Although Melissa Pickle did 3 different collection launches and retirements in a week. And she's one of my super successful students. And Melissa made a point the other day in my Blueberry Frostin' coaching group for July. And she was just like, you have to sell every single week. And you know what? You have plenty of people out there that are happy to have the invitation every week. And you will have a certain percentage of people who will buy from you every week or close. The bigger you are, the bigger and happier your community is, the more you are building a relationship with your community with relationship marketing-based posts, and not just sales-based marketing posts all the time, organically on social media and through YouTube and stuff like that. The more people feel like you care about them, you care about that intersecting interest that joins them to your business. You may be a member of your niche. A lot of times we are. But if you're not, even like once they come to understand through posts or videos or live streams or however you do it from week to week, they come to understand why someone like you would want to service people like them, and why that you care about them, and or you really care about them being successful with whatever that intersecting interest is. I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to be more likely to buy from you because you're top of mind. They know that you care, and it's not just buy, sell, launch, retire. Again, I'm not telling you you can't get sales that way, but you will get more because people want to buy from businesses and business owners that they know, like, and trust. And nowadays, this isn't just in real life or IRL that works. It still works there. But it's also on the online of things, okay? And it gets to the point that your customers and clientele are saying, take my money. Perfect example, Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill. We're a single location, brick and mortar business. We sell food. I can't sell hamburgers to people who live in Hamburg, Germany. I can't do it. But we have gotten over time a larger and larger social media platform, even on TikTok. So if you're like, why should I be on TikTok? I'm 40, 50 years old and older, or I think this stuff is junk. Let me tell you why, because it's a perfect example. Because most of you, whether you're coaches, you're course creators, you're selling products that you can ship around the world, you're selling digital products, whatever, you have it so much easier than us to become a 7-figure business. And we did it in like two-ish years. And we're still going strong now. Let me go to TikTok. Let me not get a content strike. Let me very quickly go to Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill on TikTok. We're at 500. It's hard to see even in dark mode, but we're at 591,000 fans or followers on TikTok. They live all over the world. So obviously they can't go buy our food. We're in the middle of upstate New York with a single location, and we're a 765 square foot building, no less. We're tiny. But more and more through the Q&A link, because for us it was like we figured on TikTok that's more of a global following. So we're like, you can Q&A and you can talk to us in the through the messages, right? The amount of people that have been asking us for merch because they like our brand so much and they're foodies, they want to wear our logo and or something clever that's Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill related. They're actually literally asking us, take my money. I may never be able to come to Dutchess County, New York to buy food, but I'll wear a hat, I'll wear a t-shirt. If that's not telling you the power of content marketing, no matter what you're selling and who you're selling it to, I can't reach you. I just can't do it. So Nick says, now working on taking things up a notch or 6, good girl, creating a new website, which is a huge project. Yes, it is, girl. Yes, it is. Over 4,000 products, beads, and craft supplies, of course, and really diving into social media marketing, which you need to do because, again, that's going to drive more traffic to your business so that you can do more business. And then once it makes sense, yes, fold ads in. Ads are like pouring gasoline on a fire. But if you don't have proof of concept, you don't have a healthy business, even if it's just small but mighty and it's growing, that's enough for me. If you want to run ads and it's a fiscally responsible thing for you to do, then run ads. Never ignore your organic content marketing, because that's still going to be able to make your ads be more effective. I'm going to put a pin in that and explain why in a minute. But social media marketing, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out. So Nick, if you don't have my popularity plan, go take a look at the link, because for $37, that's going to give you a really big quick hit to cover your bases in August. You will at least have a weekly email go out, which you need to do. That is a minimum. It is not a maximum, okay? And then you have at least 15 social media posts covered for the month of August, and corresponding 15 social media captions to go with them. Fill in blanks, tweak the language if you need to, you're done. It can really cover a lot of your marketing, and it will keep you top of mind with the people that are following you or subscribed to you and on your email list. And then they're more likely to buy from you, because like I said, the more they know, like, and trust you, the higher the, what I call the KLT factor is, the more likely they're going to buy. Again, you can Google your face off on this. Very few people are going to buy from a business ice cold, just products, 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 unless there's such a huge, like, thing like Tiffany's or Nike or something like that. And even they do content marketing. They haven't slept on it, and neither should you. Oh, thank you, Nick. She bought the popularity plan 10 minutes ago. Thank you. Personal Space Creation says, wow, 4,000 products. We barely have 400, and I'm hating reworking our website. A website is a lot of hard work. I'll get to advanced business owners in a minute. But I will tell you right now, if you don't have a website at all, like say you have an Etsy business, or say, this isn't just Product Space or Etsy, and I'm not crapping on Etsy. Etsy can be a really great traffic source for you, but it should always be about getting them on your email list, so that when they continue to buy from you, you're not paying the Etsy listing fees and stuff like that. My goodness, even if you're selling on eBay, you don't want the listing fees and the final value fees. You just want to pay for hosting for a website. Domain names are so stupid cheap. Maybe you have a security package on your website and a backup, but that stuff's going to pale in comparison to what you're going to pay for every listing, every restock fee, everything that Etsy or Amazon Handmade or eBay or whatever will charge for you to do transactions on their sites. Even if you open up a social media shop, say on Facebook and Instagram, that's not anywhere that I want you going crazy driving traffic to, because what you spend on a website is pennies on the dollar, especially if you have like 400 products or 4,000 products. Even if you have dozens and dozens of products, this stuff adds up, right? And on platforms like Etsy runs and suggests other people's stuff, other competitors' stuff against yours, whether they're similarly situated products or products that can go with your products. They're complementary, right? And you're like, screw you, Etsy, or whatever other platform that does that, which is a lot of them. These are traffic sources where if it works and it gets people to you and to your email list, that's great. But, that's the most that I would use them for. So I would have just like whatever products I think are the hottest sellers for a platform like Etsy or Amazon Handmade or whatever. But it would be all about driving everybody to my website to see everything else. Because, I can sell to you a lot more cheaply for me transactionally, right? Because hosting packages don't have to be crazy expensive. And again, domain names are stupid cheap. And a lot of plugins for websites are free. But if you don't have a website at all and you're really working it on eBay, or you're really working it on Amazon Handmade, or you're really working it on Etsy or wherever, you're a coach, a course creator, you're really working it on Skillshare or whatever, on Udemy, it doesn't matter. What matters is that if they open up another tab and they don't see a website for you, you're going to feel like a fly-by-night thing or a hobbyist. Again, I'm not saying you can't get any sales, but the statistics out there show anywhere between 60 to 80% of people just won't buy from you. So you do need a website after all, even if you didn't think that you did. Because again, you could be making very good sales on, like, let's say Etsy or wherever, fill in the blank. But now imagine if I'm right and 60 to 80% of people, I don't have a website course. I'm not selling you that. I'm just telling you straight up. If you don't have a website, 60 to 80% of people won't buy from you, period. It doesn't matter how they find out about you. You run paid ads, they're going to be like, is this person a charlatan or a quack? Are they some hobbyist? I don't know. I want somebody where I think that whatever it is I buy from them, products, services, whatever, even food, I want to think that they live and breathe this stuff because everybody has so many different choices out there. How do you slowly but surely rise to the top? You have to seem more credible, more present than your competitors, because if you don't do that, you're going to screw yourself over sooner or later. Okay, let's see what Heather said. That's a fair question. So, Heather, yes, if you use the 15 popularity posts, like she's talking about the social media graphics and then the captions that we sell and then the 4 emails that go with it for $37, there's no way you're going to get it cheaper. But she says if you use the 15 popularity, I'm going to say social media graphic posts, is it okay to post the same thing on both platforms, say in an example, Facebook and Instagram? Yes. But on Instagram, Heather, I also teach you, I want you guys to use your Instagram stories and or do a reel. So the reel is going to differentiate your Instagram from your Facebook. If that makes sense, let me know down below. If it doesn't make sense, like that's just a little bit of extra to keep Instagram interesting. And if you're going live on Facebook once a week or more, you probably should still have Instagram too. I like to go live on Facebook on a desktop, and then I have a little mini stand to hold this up, and I'll go live on Instagram too. I'm an animal. As you guys get better and better at this, you'll either leverage software that will let you do something like that, or you'll be like 2 devices. So easy. Some of my OG Frosties might remember I had 2 desktops and my phone when I was trying to reach as many different batches of Frostin' folks as possible for something. That was hilarious. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, good. Bridget from Personal Space Creation says, I've learned that Stacey is right when she says to mix it up. I used to do that in terms of just, copying the same posts in both places and the same captions in both places. She said, and neither Facebook or Instagram really grew. I'm starting to see more Instagram growth now that I'm doing different posts. Yes. Thank you so much, Bridget. You know how much I love and appreciate you. I do. And this is the thing. I'm going to take a screenshot of that too. Why not? I would never be about just asking you guys to do busy work. And one of the reasons why I came out with the popularity plan, real talk, is because enough of my students said, I'm still beginner, but I'm getting traction, or I'm intermediate. And before I go hire somebody to do all or most of this stuff for me, either from scratch or whatever, like I have bills to pay down, or I need a new machine and I want to buy that. So I can't hire a vendor to help me with this every month. And it's going to be way more than $37 a month. Or I can't hire an employee part-time or full-time to do this either. How am I supposed to implement everything you say? I have a hard time with implementation. Well, with polls and emails and Facebook messengers and things said in student groups, I came out with the popularity plan, and quite a few of you buy it every month. Crap, I could just run a business off that. But that's helping people with implementation. So see what Bridget just said. Think about it. If what you're doing isn't working so well and you're like, crap, she's telling me I have to cover more bases more often, that's hard. So a beginner has to do at least the top 2 social media platforms that are most important to their niche a month. And I think I froze. Okay. The top 2 social media platforms that are most important to their niche a month, and do at least 2 sales promotions a month. Intermediate, it's the top 3 platforms. Maybe you weave in YouTube at this point if you haven't already, and then you're doing at least 3 sales promotions a month. To go to advanced, you're still growing. It's fiscally responsible for you. At some point, you're going to have to hire vendors or part-time to full-time employees to pull all this off, but you are covering 4 different sales promotions a month. Yeah, usually that averages out to once a week, but it could be different. And you're covering 4 platforms that are most important to your niche. One of them really should be, like I said, YouTube by intermediate, advanced, Pinterest. And sometimes even an intermediate person is like, oh, wow, I should be doing Pinterest. Pinterest SEO is super powerful, and you can get pins to rank within minutes to hours if you know what you're doing there. Google is the largest search engine on earth. YouTube is the second largest, and it's the largest video search engine on earth. Pinterest is the third largest search engine on earth, and it's the largest image-based search engine on earth, period. So yes, this does get harder and harder, but you're going to be launching more. You're going to be making more money. And if you occasionally have somebody go, oh my gosh, heavens to Murgatroyd, you are selling every single week. I'm out of here. Spammy content. Boo. Well, you're a business and not a trust fund, kid. So see you later. See you later, Sasquatch, because you know what? You probably weren't going to buy from me anyway. Most people are not pissed off and upset to see emails from even big places like Macy's or smaller folks like you daily to near daily. You're making offers to them. They will take it or they won't. You know, different coupons every day, different sales every day, different promotions every day. And then, hey, we put up a video on YouTube. Sometimes you're just going to email and do social posts, driving traffic to that, where maybe it's not about a product per se, but you're divulging a tip, trick, or technique. You're talking shop about a mutual passion that your niche has with you as the business owner. And that's why you have the business you do. If people are going to be down on you because you're out there providing lots of value and yes, some sales promotional, messaging, you're a business. They don't like the fact that you're a business. They're the ones with the issue later. Nick says, I was 99% on eBay and paying a ton of fees. Always thought it was worth it for the traffic. This is going to sound pukey, but Stacey's, or at least she's using the vomit face, but Stacey's trainings have given me the confidence that I can build my own traffic. Number one, you absolutely can, Nick, for sure. Bridget says, some of us are diehard Stacey fanatics. It's okay. Nick says, LOL, not just me then. And then Marquina says, Stacey. Oh my goodness. But it's true. I wouldn't tell you to do anything that's going to end up shooting you in the face. And I know even when I was part of like the Renee Christine Partner Program for nearly 2 years when she ran it, obviously I got in front of a lot more people than I already did. And I already had 1,000 plus, students on my own, right? So I went from like hundreds of hardcore students, 1,000 plus people who bought from me or what have you, right? Did coaching with me when I did one-on-one coaching. Obviously the cupcake trainings deal, while that lasted, got me in front of more people because Renee's been in online business even longer than me. I think she started 2011, 12. I was kind of part-time 13, 14 and more hardcore 2015. But so many of my students who started with me back in summer of 2019 have 5-figure, multiple 5-figure and 6-figure businesses. And they would tell you that in the beginning, it sounds like so much. And in the beginning, you're sweating blood because you don't want to be too aggressive. You're being assertive with your business. Statistics, polls, anything you want to Google backs up what I say. Or I wouldn't dare say it. I know that people could throw it in my face. There's nothing to throw in my face. This stuff works. Depending upon your situation, it can take some time. But again, something like the popularity plan pack, see the first, link down below. Even when I go on the replay, I'm going to link that down below. And the cart's going to be open through this Saturday, through the 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, right? It would have been Monday through Friday, but Monday I couldn't. So Tuesday I did it. So Tuesday through Saturday. That's going to help you. Okay. So if you're like, I'm all by myself, how am I going to, even as a beginner, cover the top 2 social media platforms for me? How am I going to do it, Stacey? I live a life, I have a business, and I just can't afford to hire people. Well, for the cost of lunch, you can get 4 emails done, 15 social media graphics done, and 15 corresponding social posts done for you. Like, tweak, fill in blanks, boom, you're basically done. And that will cover half of what you really need to do at a basic level for the month of August, right? There's a new pack every month to keep things fresh. And of course, there's different holidays and tentpole events that most ideal customers will resonate with. I try to go up the middle with stuff like that. Oh, much love to you, Personal Space Creations, Bridget. But that's one way that you do it. You use auto posters or auto scheduling things. I used to recommend Hootsuite. I'm more like later now. And I'm not going to drop an affiliate link or anything. It's just like use later. But to go back to Nick, eBay is, because I used to do stuff on eBay when it was more new. I sold a crap ton of stuff without having to do a tag sale, and it was just easier for me to do it. But yeah, I saw the listing fees. I saw the final value fees. I know they're way more now. eBay is not a bad thing to use as a traffic source. Etsy isn't a bad thing to use as a traffic source. Amazon Handmade isn't. Fill in the blank. If you are a coach or a course creator, something like Skillshare or Udemy is a traffic source. Your trade-off with Skillshare or Udemy is your course prices are going to be small. So I would do like a mini course, like so people can get a taste of how good you are, over deliver for that price point, as we all always should at every price point that we offer things at. And then that person is more likely to, with things like Udemy and Skillshare, you can email your students, but you can't promote things off platform. But that's okay, because circling back to something I said earlier, 60 to 80% of all people will open up another tab to find your website for your own business, because you have your own business, don't you? Or are you a hobbyist, or you're just trying your hand at being a coach? Are you a hobbyist or just trying your hand at doing crafts? Like, most people want someone that they know is the real deal. The real deal has their own website. So yes, Nick, you could still use eBay as a traffic source, but maybe you reduce down the amount of things that you have to, like, again, I don't know, I'm picking a number out of a hat, 10. Could be different. Every business model, it's going to be different. But 10 different products that you know are hot, that you know you can sell and or flip on the regular on eBay, and that will get people to you. And then you have to look at everybody's terms of service, which can always be updated on the regular. But whatever you can do inside the terms of service is great. If you're shipping out physical products, don't forget you can put in inserts that will drive someone to your website, and then give them something enticing, like a coupon, a discount, free shipping over whatever, when we're dealing with physical products. Whether it's arbitrage, whether it's stuff we sell, whether it's stuff of ours that we're reselling and now we're going to do thrifting and flip for a living, I don't care what your business model is. If you can ship stuff out with inserts in it, do it. But even if you can, and you're feeling kind of constrained through your terms of service for Udemy or Etsy or something like that, you can know that, you have a business name. You really think no one's looking up your website? You really think nobody's going to see that you're on Facebook or Instagram or whatever? Of course they are. And when they find you there, when they're thinking about buying from you, they are more likely to buy from you. And once they bought from you, they want to follow along, right? Because then it's not just getting that first-time buyer, it's getting that repeat buyer. Because most of us are going to make most of our money from our repeat buyers. So yet again, you have to sell at least twice a month. If you're on my email list and you see 2 sales promotions a month, don't molt off all your skin and hair. I am doing what I am telling you guys to do. And yes, now that we're almost done migrating all my stuff over, post cupcake trainings like breakup, Renee and I are still friends. Nothing personal happened. It was just a decision she made because she's kind of pivoting. You know this, if you know Renee Christine. If you don't, no big deal. But once everything is migrated over, I'm going to have 3 promotions a month. Oh, eventually I'm going to have 4 promotions a month. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to model me, because that's what works. That's what you're going to do, right? But notice that I have YouTube. Notice I have these free sessions. Notice I have videos on my channel, not just live streams and replays and stuff like that. Notice. I am trying to give at least as much value, if not more, than I am trying to extract sales from people, because I do care about my students. You should care about your students or your customers, or what are you doing this for? If you're serving people that you don't greatly respect, pick another niche, because eventually it's going to drain the life out of you and you're not going to be a happy person, and all the money in the world isn't going to make you happy. Yes, personal space creations, or Bridget is right. Get a great social media scheduling tool. Even if you're a beginner and you're not making much, if any, money, a lot of these tools either have a free or freemium sort of thing. Like Later has, at least currently, a forever free. I'm not dropping any links to it. This isn't always a shill, but Later does have a forever free, at least while this video is being shot live, plan that you can do X amount of posts up a month. To the platforms that they allow. The number's different, the platforms are different, but they do have a forever free plan. So at least bust the learning curve of something like Later. Use Later to the max that you can for free if you can't invest in that right now. But definitely that's something that even my advanced people, even when they're hiring other people to do a lot of their content marketing for them, it's important that they have these things in place. Because the busier your business is, the busier every vendor, every employee is going to be. Because the curse of the advanced person is that it's just scaling and growing from there. And they're always going to have to invest back into their business. More tools, more robust versions of the tools. Your email list gets bigger. At some point, you pay if you're on a freemium plan to start. You're going to pay more as the list gets bigger, right? You're going to need more people to help you get out the products, do the customer service, what have you. You have to be prepared and look at the whole spectrum of being an entrepreneur in a holistic fashion, okay? Until the day that you retire or you leave this earth, however it ends, because I don't ever want to retire, but you may want to retire and that's cool. But until you are done with business, you are always on the spectrum. What I want to do is get my beginners to have enough proof of concept that they're making enough money and they know that they're growing even low and slow, that they can at least get to intermediate and know that they're not spinning their gears with 3 sales promotions. If you're not making any money doing 2 sales promotions, pushing 3 doesn't make sense until you understand what in the pipeline might be broken for you. What in the pipeline might be broken for you, we will look at next time. Okay, so it's over an hour. Does anybody have any questions for me? If you're watching this on the replay, yes, you can put them in the comments. Usually I get a notification from YouTube, and I'll be sure to comment back to you when I can. So just because you're watching this on the replay, don't think that you can't ask me questions here. Feel free, guys, to share this out to other people, even once we go into replay mode with it, because there may be people that you know where some of what we discussed today might help them, right? They're crying no one ever helps them for free. Here I am, right? It's always a shill. Well, I did discuss the popularity plan because the card's open on it right now, but not every time that I'm doing this is it a shill. Thank you so much, says Bridget. Yay. Okay, are you guys in a good place? I'm going to really quickly sip my drink. Make sure y'all are in a good place. Remember, until YouTube fixes this or changes it, when you go live on YouTube, the comments disappear once you're no longer live. But anybody commenting on the replay, your comments will appear. One of the reasons why I read the comments is at least to acknowledge them and let everybody know watching on the replay what we said back and forth. So I'm going to take a really quick drink. Thanks, Stacey. Love you, girl. Love you too. I really do care. I really am here for entrepreneurs of all ages, but especially the more mature entrepreneurs social media is not my thing. Online marketing is not my thing. Oh my God, I need a website. Stay calm. We can all get through this together. Oh, I feel pushy selling 2 to 4 times a month. Don't worry, you'll get over it when you see your bank account, because that's how it goes. You are here to make money. You are not a trust fund kid. If the 1 in a million person who watches this is a trust fund kid, okay, but you still have a business, don't you? Linda, Withowfit. Thank you, Stacey. We appreciate you and your enthusiasm. Thank you, Lisa, not Linda. Lisa Garrett too, but Lisa, oh, I don't want to mangle anyone's last name ever. Witofit. I hope I said that right. I do care. Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate it. Yep, I'm here every week on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll go for a half an hour to an hour longer if you guys are really engaging and I can do it. So if you know anybody who's like, I need a coach and I can't afford anything right now, at least have them come and check this out from week to week. And of course, my YouTube channel is stocked with stuff. Right now, our publication schedule for edited videos is Monday, Tuesday. We have the live on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, again with edited videos, okay? So make sure you watch those two because they will really help you out. And don't forget the popularity plan is open, $37 for 4 pre-templated emails, 1 a week in August, 15 social media graphics, and 15 corresponding social media post captions that are pre-templated. Of course, fill in blanks and tweak however you need to, but that will save you a ton of time and it will actually help you to cover your minimum 2 social media platforms with daily posts, okay? Marquina says, don't worry about it. You'll be fine when you see your bank account. Yup. I have never, by the way, for anybody who's still here, I have never had an advanced student say, well, gee, Stacey, you're wrong about selling a minimum of 4 times a month. I find that I got a truckload of unsubscribes. Oh my God, no. You're not going to get a truckload of unsubscribes. If someone's your niche and you're providing them with value and it's not always buy, sell, you'll be fine. Bigger companies that have been around for decades and already have a bunch of brand loyalty, maybe they don't have to work so hard, but notice that they are embracing increasingly the social media content marketing. Why? Because it works and they don't want people like you being smarter and more flexible and more nimble to continue to take customers away from them. But that's exactly what we want you to do. So you're not aggressive, you're assertive. You are staying top of mind. You are providing at least as much value, if not more, as a parade of products and a tsunami of sales announcements. And you will get brand enthusiasts that feel like you understand them and that you care and that you're fun and that they can talk shop with you in the comments or at least appreciate your content or both. Guess what? Those people are going to buy from you more and more often. It is not just about getting that first sale. It's about getting that repeat sale. And that is pretty damn hard to do if you're only going to sell once a month or not even. You are a hobbyist and that's fine. But if you want to be an entrepreneur and pay your bills and have extra money, you're going to have to grow from 2 sales a month to 3 to 4. You must, right? Because then you are getting more opportunities to sell more and more often. That's just how it goes. All right, you guys, I don't see anything else. Have a lovely rest of the day. And thank you so much. Don't forget, popularity plans open for August through Saturday, this coming Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talk to you guys later. Bye.